Hello students, welcome all of you. Today we will read our geography 8th chapter Human Environment Interaction the tropical and the subtropical region. Basically in this chapter we will read about the human environment and how the environment is different on earth place to place, how there are different types of people are living in different regions, their different culture, their different agricultural work, their thoughts and their life. We will read about their lifestyles in this story. So first of all we will read a story of Renuka. Renuka is a girl who is very excited because her Shrikant uncle was home after a gap of nearly 4 months. His Shrikant uncle was a wildlife photographer. Do you know that? Who is a wildlife photographer? A wildlife photographer is a person who takes the picture of the wild animals, the wildlife, tribal groups in different areas. So his uncle traveled widely, means he traveled different places. Renuka's interest in wildlife and forest began at an early age. When her uncle introduced her to book on nature, pictures of distant land and people who lived there always fascinate her. Renuka's uncle was a wildlife photographer, so he take the picture of lots of the animals and the peoples, like you can see in this picture that the people who lives in different areas, and he show this picture to Renuka. So that's why Renuka's interest developed in different kind of culture and the people and the wildlife. In these pictures, Renuka, his uncle says, Renuka, you can see people from different part of the world, some from dry deserts, some from frozen lands, and some from hot, wet rainforest. They look so different from me. Renuka observed that these people look different from her, and they may look different, but they share the same basic needs of life, foods, and clothing and shelter. Our basic needs of human beings, food, clothing, and shelters. Explained Shrikant uncle, their children do the same things as you probably do, and play games, quarrel sometime, and then make up, sing, dance, and help the families with various things that needed to be done. They live closer to nature and very early in their lives have learned to care for nature. There are some people who really care for nature. They teach their children to take care of nature and to live with harmony with nature. They learn how to catch fish and how to collect material from the forest. So today we will read about the different peoples living in different parts of the world. In chapter 8, 9 and 10 you will learn about the life of people in different natural regions of the world. So today first of all we will read about the Amazon River basin of South America. This is the South America's map here, and we will read about the Amazon River basin. Here you can see, here is the Amazon River. It starts from the Andes in west and ends in the east part. In this line you can see this is the map of the Amazon basin here. How this place gets its name as Amazon? When a Spanish explorer discovered the Amazon River, they were attacked by a group of local tribes wearing headgears, the grass skirts. These people remind them of the fierce tribes of women warriors known in ancient Rome Empire as the Amazon. Hence the name Amazons. Means when some Spanish explorer they discovered the Amazon River, they were attacked by a group of local tribes. एंड उन्होंने क्या पहना था, दे वर वेयरिंग हेड गियर्स एंड स्कर्ट्स. तो अमेजन रिवर में जब लोग एक्सप्लोर कर रहे थे रिवर को एट दैट टाइम दे सा अ ग्रुप ऑफ ट्राइबल ग्रुप एंड दिस ट्राइबल ग्रुप अटैक्ड देम. And this tribal group was very similar to a Roman Empire group, fire tribe of women, and these Roman Empire's fire tribes name was Amazons. That's why they gave the river names, hence the name Amazon. So, life in the Amazon basin. Before learning about the Amazon basin, let us look at the map. Here you can see the map. You can also look at the map in your book. Let us look at the map. Notice that the tropical region lies very close to the equator, between 10 degrees north and 10 degrees south, so it is referred to as the equatorial region. Here you can see it is in the 10 degree north to 10 degrees south it lies. Here is, you can see there, the region of the Amazon basin, here to here. It lies in this area only, and here is 0 degree equator. You know that the area around the 0 degree equator is hot and humid because sunlight falls directly in the equatorial area. You know about it, we have read about it in earlier classes also. So students, it is referred as the equatorial region, means Amazon basin lies in equatorial region. The river Amazon flow through this region, and notice how its flow from mountain to the west and reaches to the Atlantic Ocean in the east. Means it starts flowing from the west. This river starts flowing from the west and reaches to the east, here to here. Means its flow from here to here, and it has lots of numerous tributaries. Little tributaries means the small rivers that join the large rivers and making it more large. That's why these are the tributaries. Numerous tributaries join the Amazon river to form the Amazon basin. The river basin drains portraits of Brazil and Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, Colombia, and a small part of Venezuela also. So means this area, this river drains a large part of this subcontinent of South America. Here is the tributaries. What are tributaries? You can write this in your notebook. These are some small rivers that join the main river. The main river, along with all its tributaries that drain an area, forms a river basin or the catchment area. The Amazon basin is the largest river basin of the world. This is very important point, that Amazon basin is the largest river basin of the world. Climate. How is the climate of this area? As you now know, the Amazon basin stretches directly on the equator and is characterized by hot and wet climate throughout the year. And both day and nights are almost equal hot and humid. Equatorial area receive direct sunrise. We have discussed this. That's why Amazon river basin is very hot. Because of this large river basin, it's humid also, and the skin feels sticky. It's rain almost every day in this region. Means in Amazon basin it's rain almost every day, and that's too without much warning. The day temperature are high with very high humidity. At night the temperature goes down but the humidity remains high. So this is the climate of the Amazon basin. Here you can see the Amazon forest pictures. Now we'll read about the rainforest. How is the rainforest of Amazon basin? As it rains heavily in this region, so thick forests grow. The forests are in fact so thick that the dense roof created by leaf and branches doesn't allow the sunrise to reach the ground. इतने ज़्यादा डेंस फॉरेस्ट होते हैं, इतने ज़्यादा दैट दे मेक अ रूफ टाइप स्ट्रक्चर एंड सनलाइट इज प्रिवेंट सनलाइट फ्रॉम रीचिंग द ग्राउंड, doesn't allow the sunlight to reach the ground, and the ground remain dark and damp. Only shade tolerant vegetations may grow here. Orchids, bromeliads grow as plant parasites. The rainforest is rich in fauna. Birds such as toucans, hummingbirds, birds of paradise with their brilliantly colored plumages, overseas bills of eating make them different from birds we commonly see in India. These birds also make loud sound in the forest. Animals like monkey, sloths, and earth-eating tapirs are found here. Various species of reptile and snakes also thrives in this jungle. There are large variety of the animals and crocodiles and birds found here. Crocodile, snake, pythons abound, anaconda and boa. Boa constrictor are some of the species. Beside the basin is home of thousands of species of insects, several species of fish including the flesh-eating piranha fish is also found in this area. This basin is thus extraordinarily rich in their variety of life found here. Students, you can watch some TV broadcasts, documentaries on the wildlife of the world. Try to watch some of the film and share your experience. Also, you can write a paragraph on it. You can see documentaries on National Geography Channel and Discovery Channel also about the wildlife. So you can write a paragraph on it. People of the rainforest. Now we will read about how people live in this rainforest area. How the life of the people in this area. People grow most of their food in small areas after clearing some trees in the forest. And while men hunt and fish along rivers, women take care of the crops they mainly grow: tapioca, pineapple, and sweet potatoes. Means in Amazon basins, men's do hunting and women's do agricultural work. So they grow pineapple, tapioca, sweet potatoes, etc. As hunting and fishing are uncertain, it is the women who keep the families alive by feeding them the vegetable they grow. They practice slash and burn agriculture. We have read about the slash and burn agriculture in the history also. What is slash and burn agriculture? Slash and burn is a way of cultivating land where farmers clear a piece of land by slashing or cutting. First, farmers clear a land by slashing or cutting down the trees and bushes and then burn, which release the ashes and nutrition into the soil. New crops are grown in this cleared field for a few years. After repeatedly using the patch of the land, the soil loses its nutrients. So they give rest to the land and so it is abandoned. Then they clear another plot of the land to plant new vegetations, new agricultural crops. In the meantime, young trees grow in the old field. In this way, soil fertility is restored. People can then return to it and start cultivating it again. So this is the way how people used to do slash and burning agriculture. So they practice this, and the staple food is manioc. Here the people's staple food is manioc, also known as cassava, that grow under the ground like the potato. Cassava is their staple food, that is also called the manioc, and it's grow under the ground like a potato. They also eat queen ants and egg sacs. Cash crops like coffee, maize, and cocoa are also grown in this region. The rainforest provide a lot of wood for the houses. Some families live in thatched houses shaped like beehive. There are more large apartments like houses called maloka with a steeply slanting roof. Life of the people of the Amazon basin is now slowly changing. And in the older day, the heart of the forest could be reached only by navigating the river. But in 1970, the Trans-Amazon Highway made all parts of the rainforest accessible. Aircrafts, helicopters are also used for reaching various places. The indigenous population was pushed out from the area and forced to settle new area where they continue to practice their distinct way of farming. The developmental activities are leading to the gradual destruction of the biological diverse rainforest. It is estimated that a large area of the rainforest has been disappearing annually in the Amazon basin. You can see this destruction of forest has a much wider implications. The topsoil is washed away as the rains fall and the lush forest turns into a barren landscape. So now we can see that how you can see in this picture that the green forest of the rainforest, how it was looked earlier, and now slowly people are cutting more and more trees, and that's why the land is becoming barren. The number of the trees are decreasing day by day. You can see in this picture, you can compare these three pictures. It's showing that by the By you can see that people are cutting the trees. Deforestation is increasing day by day. So next topic is life in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. As we have read about the Amazon river basin, next is life in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. The tributaries of river Ganga and Brahmaputra together form the Ganga Brahmaputra basin in the Indian subcontinent. Here you can see the map of Ganga Brahmaputra basin. You can see this map in your book also. Student, paste this map in your notebook also. The paste map of the South America Amazon basin and the map of the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. These two topics are very important. So life in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin, the tributaries of river Ganga and Brahmaputra together form the Ganga Brahmaputra basin in the Indian subcontinent. The basin lies in the subtropical region that is situated between 10° north to 30° north latitude, and the tributary of the river Ganga like the Ghagra, the Son and the Chambal, the Gandak, Kosi and tributaries of Brahmaputra drain it. Look the atlas and find name of some tributaries of the river Brahmaputra. The plain of the Ganga and the Brahmaputra, the mountain and the foothill of the Himalaya and the Sundarban Delta are the main feature of this. Oxbow logs dots the plain area. The area is dominated by monsoon climate. So the monsoon brings rains from mid-June to mid-September, and the summers are hot and winters are cool. Look at the map of India and find out the state in which Ganga Brahmaputra basins lie. The basin's area has varied topography and environments play a dominant role in distribution of the population. Means populations is very high in the area where life is easy, where plain areas always people prefer to live in plain areas, but in the mountain areas the population is less, low, very low. People doesn't prefer to live in mountain area because construction work is very difficult and people cannot make roads easily and facilities are not available in these areas. That's why the population is very low in the mountain areas and population is very high in the plain areas. So we will read this next part in the next video. Thank you all of you.